Hi everyone, so first video review for this week is for Mary Everything by Cassandra Yorke. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so if you're on YouTube there's a link in the description below, and if you are on Facebook or on my blog then there's a link within the post, and this is the video review. So Mary Everything by Cassandra Yorke was adventure with a twist. Definitely adventure with a twist. Courtney finds herself assigned to a new project, and she's kind of haunted by this yearbook from the 1920s that seems to be filled with things that seem really familiar to her, but she just doesn't remember the experience. And then she meets Sadie, who's this mysterious girl who just completely changes her life. And from back in 1921, Sadie has got this team of allies, and one of them includes Mary, who means more to Courtney than she remembers, and together they're all up against the clock to kind of save Courtney from a danger that is lurking for her. So it's quite busy. There's a lot going on here, and it was really intriguing, and it was quite a different story because mixing historical and fantasy was really clever, and it was really exciting as well. It brought something different, and when I started the story I figured it had something to do with sort of time travelling and all that sci-fi type stuff, but it was so much more than that. It was quite complex for a story in terms of the build-up and how it was put together. But to help clarify the points in time and the points of view, Cassandra has very cleverly built the story in parts. That also gives you a better understanding of what's going on. And then the chapters that make it really easy to follow what is going on without really knowing what's going on, because you are not going to figure this out at all at every single point. So everything's sort of, you know, well explained to you, like where they are and the point of view, whose point of view you're experiencing, but without giving anything away. You cannot guess this story at all. I never would have figured it out, and I loved that mix of past and present. It was quite retro, it was quite cool, and especially where Courtney was experiencing that sense that it was all familiar. That was so weird, and she was confused by how it could even be possible. I love that. I absolutely loved that, because sometimes you do have those moments you're like, did that happen? I don't remember that happening. But this was like really weird. This was really surreal for her, and the fact that we got such an intimate look at the situation and the circumstances, not only from Courtney's point of view, but from Sadie's and Mary's and other characters, it sort of really helped to add like a depth to the story and give you just the full picture instead of just a one-sided picture. So you were really getting everybody's emotions, everybody's feelings, everybody's take on what it all meant. And this is the first book in a series which actually looks to be quite promising and really unique, so I'm really excited to see what past future holds in store for Courtney, Mary and Sadie, seeing as how their futures and relationship, you know, they're all intermixed, and it'd be great to see what it all holds in store for them in their futures and their pasts and their time travel-y wibbly wobbly stuff. And although some of the concepts in the story are quite dark, and for Courtney probably utterly terrifying, I found it very exciting, and I found that Cassandra's handled it all very sensitively. It had some very wonderful fun moments, even though this is quite a dark and heavy meaning to a lot of what's going on and what's happening. You know, it's not overly pleasant, but it's got wonderfully fun moments to enhance that, and I was just wowed by the characters and what was happening. Like, some of this was just like, it was wild, it was amazing, and you couldn't dream this of happening. Like, you've got to have such a wild imagination for it, and I think that's lovely. Cassandra's really put a lot of imagination and fun into this as well. The characters, they're all so unique, and they're all so different, and they're all so strange, and I love it. I absolutely love it, because they're not strange because they're strange. They're strange because they're from the past or they're from the future, and well, we all know that doesn't always mix well, and so it's really lovely that there's that contrast. I absolutely enjoyed that, but it was really exciting, action-packed story, and this is definitely an interesting read. It's one I would recommend for anyone who really likes sort of angsty, drama-filled romance, because it has got romance elements sitting within it, and it's filled with unexpected twists and turns. So if you like a surprise, this will be absolutely great for you, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I know I did enjoy it a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing what will come in future in this series. So I think it has a lot of potential to be really, really exciting and really, really good. And they'll have some fantastic adventures. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of the book, which I hope you will. If you've read Mary Everything by Cassandra Yorke, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So please comment below, please get involved, please let me know what you thought of the story and if you're excited for more. And if you haven't read it yet but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're thinking, I'm really intrigued by that and I really want to read that now, again, comment below because it's always great to hear from you. And if you do read it, I really, really, really hope you enjoy it. Bye!